This is my Raptor model. It was printed in SLS nylon. It did not come out this way. This is fully painted. Let me give you a quick rundown on how I did the paint job. First, with a brush like this, a cheap one, a very thin, watery black was applied to it, and it went into all the crevices. I made sure to paint the entire thing. It was 3 or 4 coats because I'm doing very thin washes. A lot of it actually absorbs inside the SLS, so it took a while to get it nice and jet black. I could have ordered it in black. I saved myself a few dollars and a little bit of time by ordering it in white. We next moved to a flat brush like this, in which I did the silver. Very, very dry paint, just sort of touching the surfaces and getting all the highlights, if you will, and making this turn from a black dinosaur into a silver dinosaur. Then next, going back to this brush, I used a very thin wash. I applied some purples in any area that I wanted to have disappear, so it goes over the silver with a very light wash. Dropping that back and giving a little bit more depth and color. You can kind of see it right here in this guy. Then next, I used a very light blue, an aqua blue, and went and did all the highlights with a dry brush like this, a wedge brush and very dry paint. I went again and kind of just hit the tops of the silver, any area I thought might actually be a glint of sun. That aqua blue is sort of what copper looks like when it's oxidized, and so it looks good on metal. Then finally, I took my little fancy brush here, my little tiny one. I went and I did the eye in that hot pink, and then I went around and actually use the back of the brush. I just dip it in the pink and I kind of touch any high spots. So that's how I gave him the claws, the blood on the tongue, and things like that. That is, then I went back with a little silver just to make sure I touched everything up right. And then finally a coat of clear coat just to seal everything and make them shiny again. So that is how the Raptor was painted very quickly.